but there was no way out of the Mexican mafia.
What is up,
Except
y'all?
in a body
I'm
bag.
freaking cold. I'm sorry.
In the patch of the Mexican mafia, they have a two-headed serpent, and that's called blood in, blood out. One way in, one way out. You know, you have to commit an act to get in, and if you want out, you will be murdered.
Yep.
Mike and Alfonso do want out, and they know the risks. They've been moved into a special unit designed to protect ex-mafia members. But they know they're not truly safe.
You have to live the rest of your life with somebody having trying to kill you.
Now all they can do is look over their shoulders.
Yep. For the rest of your fucking.
We have to strike. Sergeant Avila gives the orders for a shakedown in the order home unit in Pod B.
Ah.
Do not rush him with the strip searching. Don't rush him. Don't let them rush you. If you think they might be hiding something, strip him again. Okay? These guys are working on our clock. All right? Try not to let the key rattle too much. We don't want them to know that we're coming in. Really hard and fast. The one that doesn't get on the ground, you put them on the ground. Okay?
Shakedown.
All right, 6 and 6. Yes. Yes, they're coming downstairs. Just 6 cells, so we got to double them up the cells. Double them up, just the first 6 cells. We're doing what's called an inspection, or what's commonly called a shakedown.
All of
The
it.
purpose being to look for
Holy
contraband,
shit.
weapons, drugs.
I had the two bitches in my hand, and I was waiting for a bitch to come up on the table.
The amount of drugs, contraband, weapons that we find down. We'll come in fast and hard with the search team, and then we'll put everyone down.
Yep.
We'll put them away. We'll strip them in their cells. We'll bring them out of the cell. Search the cell.
That's crazy.
Yep. They don't have that account.
The search team turns the pot upside down.
I'm not
When
sure.
we do a cell inside, it's a mess. But we're a purpose. We're looking for something. And we get the job done. Okay, what he said, put him in handcuffs.
What are you up to?
Trustee, start pushing that down. Let's go.
What? She left you? Like,
Shakedowns are very important.
left?
Drugs, weapons, escape artists. We had a plan last year that picked up saw blades and they started cutting through the wrecked roof and we were going to escape. We found clothing that they had dyed. We found the blades that they used. They were going to go that night. And we were able to pull all that before it happened because of shakedown.
There's a homemade tattoo written. It's pretty simple, but it's effective.
damn.
We consider it in the ramen noodles and whatnot. You know, the inmates do get creative and probably lead them into disciplinary actions. Something in the ramen noodle pack, especially in other
So they would come from tattoo rigs, which is what they commonly use to tattoo themselves here in the jail. Jailhouse tats are really important. You know, this is how these guys identify each other.
Hell no.
Gang tattoos stand out like a military uniform, declaring who's on which side of the battle. The wrong ones will get you killed. In the order homes, it's often a 210 or a spur, the symbols of San Antonio's area code or its pro basketball team. The mafia here prefer Aztec gods, two-headed snakes, and of course, the letters of las letras.
It stands for the letter M in Spanish. Instead of saying Mexican mafia, people will say Amene.
On the second floor, the CERT team responds to a call for help. An inmate's in trouble, threatening to hurt himself. It's Jose Angel Santos, ex-Water Homes gang member. He says he's cracking under the pressure.
I'm suffering from trauma, man. Last time I spent my voice in there, I got beat badly by 4 inmates. By four inmates. On 3 different occasions, I got jumped. I witnessed somebody hang herself on Christmas. I was traumatized by that. Because I was one of the last person that spoke to that guy before he did that. Then I had to witness him.
As Jose opens up, the officers discover that just before they got there, he tried to hang himself.
Looking up beside you, you're freaking out. I was there because I had no support from my family. I got nobody.
Damn.
For Sergeant Avila, there are no easy answers here. He wants to understand if Jose's tried to kill himself before.
You ever tried to commit suicide? How? In my wrist. What'd you cut yourself with? Sir, what did you cut yourself with? What was the reason for that incident? Why were you feeling suicidal that time?
It's been okay.
Okay. So you're gonna go down and you're gonna speak about how tell them what you told me, let them know, and then
Yeah, for no reason.
Walking down there.
So she's not there.
I'm going through a lot of anxiety, depression. My last stage of that was about 8.5 months. I witnessed a lot of stuff. I had gotten jumped twice. The third time, it was 4 guys.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, she's gone. She did it for no reason.
From the tennis shoes.
I don't understand why.
They kicked me and stuff like this. And it was kind of traumatized.
My day's been pretty good. I went to go buy some more fish today. I went to the aquarium.
Couldn't cope with it.
We had
I did attempt suicide.
20 something fucking fish, almost 30 fish in there.
I made 2 attempts to tie my sheet and fish it through a vent. I actually got step on this, and with the pen, I actually kind of like made a hook, tied it real thin, and fished it through. I tied a knot there, and then tied like a string about like this, so that it wouldn't move, and it wasn't sturdy enough. So when I got down here, I tried tying the knot there, and it just would bust. The sheet wouldn't take my body weight, so I failed.
A flimsy sheet saved his life this time.
Wow.
But no one is sure if he'll try again.
He's telling you he has manic depression. He should be in a fucking psychiatric hospital.
Former Mexican mafia members where Mike and Alfonso are housed. But when Rodriguez pulls another ex-mafia member aside, the conversation takes a surprising turn. The inmate is not exactly what he seems.
We had you down as ex-mafia, but now you're saying you're active. So what are you? Prospecto, Carnal, or defeatment? Okay, so you're okay to go with those people? Now, what about all this time you spent?
2 months ago, this inmate said he was out of the Mexican mafia, but now he's revealing he never left. He was just pretending to have retired. He did it for a reason: murder.
I was trying to go for one guy, but maybe I didn't send in, but I couldn't. I never got to be able to get close to him.
Can you tell me what ordered you to do that?
Oh no, I can't say who ordered me.
Okay, and why couldn't you get to him?
There was no chances. You know, I was trying to get close to him, but getting moved at his groups, but I never could do it. I never do it this time.
He was on orders from the mafia to work his way inside the ex-members pod and kill one. It could be Mike or Alfonso. He won't reveal his target.
They told me to do it, but like if I wanted to, and I jumped up on it.
I thought you can't do that in county jail. I thought you can't clean up in county jail like that.
Nah, you could.
Okay. Now, by doing so, that would have progressed you up the prospect. So give up on
To this gangster, murder is just the price you pay to show your loyalty to the Mexican mafia.
Locked up right now in Pennsylvania. I just felt that they were going to show me more love than my real family. money, cars, and girls, and all that.
That's the way it is. These dudes will kill you. You got people waiting in line to join the Mexican mafia, and you have to have a gun on your hands in order to be a Mexican mafia member.
This letter right here said that you're an affiliate of the Mexican mafia, and this letter is going to authorize me to house you with active members of the mafia. Sign here, and this shore says affiliate.
After failing to commit the hit, this gangbanger wants to go back to his friends in the active Mexican mafia unit.
Bad mistake. He
For Mike and
failed.
Alfonso, the situation is looking more precarious than ever. There may be hit orders out on them.
And they won't say.
9 a.m. Friday. Avila's 13 gets a call. Inmates are acting out. In any war, there's collateral damage.
Don't worry about it. I'm ready.
Since the majority of gang members spend up to 23 hours a day in their cells, locked down because of gang activity, sometimes they go over the edge.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
I don't want to go.
Routinely, CERT is called in to handle inmates who have lost control. These eruptions can be dangerous.
That's why they're documented.
At risk from more gang violence, traumatized and depressed, Jose attempted suicide. Now, the challenge is where to house him. Jose feels at risk in general population. They can't put him in with the gangs. And he doesn't want to go into protective custody for fear that it might label him as a snitch and make him more of a target.
I haven't either, girl.
That means a quote-unquote jacket that you will carry with you throughout any jail or prison or wherever you go. It follows you. Somebody will know you wherever you go.
The officers decide to place him in the homosexual pod.
They ran out of options. They would no longer house me in a general population with other gang members because classification had to take the precaution. They wouldn't have been able to justify why I got beat up.
Jose has 3 children with 3 children, but now he's in with the gay population.
Yay.
The only place he might be safe, given his gang past.
I was kind of forced into an homosexual bond because of my past experiences. On several occasions, I got jumped. On others, I had just fought one-on-one. And even as a solo, they wouldn't leave me alone because I was an ex-member.
So Jose is left in his new unit, unsure just what will happen next. In this special pod on the 2nd floor, ex-gang members have banded together for protection. Still, they know that it's open season on them. Alfonso is aware that the Mexican mafia has a standing hit out on him. What he didn't know when he came to this unit was that his own cellie was supposed to murder him.
I was ordered to kill this guy 2 times. I refused to do it. And I told him, look, man, look what these guys are trying to do to you. You know? And you know, they were trying to say that he was a snitch. That he was cooperating.
I owe him my life. You know, he saved my life.
One day I was ordered at a meeting that I was supposed to kill this guy because supposedly he was an informant. But later I found out that it wasn't true. What it was is the main guy was just trying to clear his, save his. He wasn't sure. He didn't want to take no chances. So he said, you know what? Better safe now than sorry later. So, kill this guy. By this time, I already lost faith. And I said, you know what? The hell with you guys. And I was contacted again. They may no one wants you back. All you gotta do is kill yourself. The reason I'm not so shocked is because, what he's talking about, I've already lived it. And I've seen it done and I've seen people experience that. So, I mean, some of my best friends were
I promised everybody I'd come back on. That's why I came back on.
Sad to say that, I mean, can you imagine going to a bar or to a sporting event or eating dinner with his family, Christmas, New Year's, and the next day, hey, we gotta kill this dude. Or he's just murdered. Go bury him. To have to be involved in one of a close friend of yours murder, hey man, it's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect you.
Yep.
When anyone can turn on you at any moment, Mike and Alfonso can't be sure where the danger will be coming from next.
Oh. Unfortunately. And that's the part that sucks.
Monday, second floor of the county jail. Officers can sense the mood in the pod is getting worse. Something bad is coming. And within only a few hours, the violence that's been building finally erupts. Fresh blood on the floor tells the story. An inmate has been brutally beaten.
Damn. While on lockdown.
It's an attack by the Tango Orajon gang.
We had a group of 9 or 10 inmates, Tango Orajones, and allegedly there was one member that was either suspected or confirmed to be Mexican mafia. Some kind of order went through, a green light, to assault him. So as soon as they came out in the 1 hour of room time, the victim, he was assaulted.
Damn. There was no avoiding that shit.
The Orajon believed that a new inmate in the pod was actually a member of the Mexican mafia, so they decided to jump him. In fact, no one knew his gang for sure, but unaffiliated new inmates are often attacked, according to informant Payaso.
The door opens up, everybody's hoping, man, there's a new dude coming in, we're all, man, they need some together. Everybody's hoping that they, for some reason, they made a mistake and they're bringing in a Mexican mafia in there or something so they can get to him.
The victim is sent off to the hospital, and the ringleaders are moved to the intensive supervision for a spell of solitary confinement.
Hell no.
We had 10 guys beat up one guy. That was right. Lock the unit down. Everyone gets secured, gets put in the house. But Tango with a Horn, they're actually the ones that have caused most of the problems for us. But they do not understand. They think they can just behave at their will, how they want, and there won't be any repercussions because of that stuff they're wrong.
Oh man, those dudes messed up, man. They just got caught
For the
up.
ex-Mexican mafia members, this is
Hi.
only confirmation of what they already knew.
This type of lifestyle, it's a train wreck waiting to happen, you know. In this life, there's only two roads you can wind up in, and that's in prison for life or dead.
But for ex-members, there's an irony that cuts even more deeply. They joined a gang for brotherhood. It's these same brothers that are coming after them.
I sacrificed my life for those guys, you know. But they wanted it done, I did it. And at the end, I got crossed out. You know, my own carnales crossed me out. And now I'm here fighting for my life. You'd be surprised, you know, the things that people are killed for. You know, it's petty, man.
Yeah.
Single mafia members. Say he's in charge. And say he tells this guy and me, hey, I want you to kill this guy. So we go kill him. You know what's gonna happen to me? He's gonna have to cover his, so I'm gonna be killed. Then they're gonna take you for that gangster ride.
Yeah.
You know, and what I mean by gangster ride, you know, they're gonna take, hey, let's get a couple of beers. 2 or 3 homeboys in there in the car. You're gonna be seeing the
I'm feeling the same way.
Bullet hole in the back of your head.
But since I made a promise, I had to fulfill my promise.
It's real. It's real. It's real nasty as far as getting sent home in a box. You know, I mean, that's it's the real thing.
Huh?
In the homosexual pod, ex-Autohome gang member Jose is trying to keep a low profile. He's decided he has no problem being there. In fact, he says he's actually had homosexual experiences himself, at least behind bars.
Well, I guess the thing with me is that I come to realize that, hey, you know, I'm bisexual. This is actually my first time being housed with homosexuals. Oh, it's a live soap opera. All the screaming and hollering. They always say some off the wall type stuff.
To find out his sex.
But at this point, I don't even know where I stand right now as far as in what direction I want to go. I've been in and out of jails, been through rehabs, halfway homes, whatnot, inpatient, outpatient programs. People think in their eyes that this is the best place for me.
As for what comes next, Jose has no idea. He's still too unnerved to figure out what the future holds.
At this point, I'm not really thinking about the future. I take it one day at a time. I've never set any long-term goals. Things don't go according to plan as far as I've been kind of ahead. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you there.
In their high security unit, ex-mafia members Mike and Alfonso may be looking over their shoulders for the next threat. But in many ways, they're making a new start.
Man, the day I became an ex-gang member, I knew I didn't have
to come back on live.
I didn't have to carry myself in. I was my own man.
I said, fuck it, I want to get back on for a little bit.
Sacking the tables off your shoulders. I feel like it's over. It was like I was a new man. I mean, it's you're rowdy and you come up for air. You know, like, all those years, you know, carrying a gun, a 45 in my waistband, selling large amounts of cocaine and heroin, having $2,000 in my pocket, the women, the clubs, all that was foolishness. It was foolishness. And now I felt like my own man. I'm a real man. He's the actual first real friend that I've ever really ever made in life. You know, because I can actually say that with my guy. And he can trust me with his.
But inside Bayer, for every inmate that leaves the gangs, several more are joining.
Yep.
And the Tango Order homes show no sign of slowing down.
Nope.
It's just going so fast, you know. I mean, the youngsters, they're coming and just going wild.
We're showing them we can be our own, you know, and if it takes to go smash with them or go to war with them, that's what it's gonna be. Then war. Whenever they got a chance, they're gonna smash on us. When we get a chance, we're gonna smash on them.
And so Officer Rodriguez and the gang unit are left the difficult task of combating a problem that may never really go away.
Bear County will do everything they can to deter gangs, but we also understand that we cannot completely stop them. Many of these gang members, their fathers are part of the gang, their brothers are part of the gang, so for them, this is really a part of their life. So when they say it's never going to end, unfortunately, they probably are correct.
It doesn't.
Ain't nothing gonna stop it. It's like a cancer. It just grows and grows and grows. You can cut it out little bits and pieces at a time by doing roundups and all kinds of stuff. But you know what? It ain't never gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop.
That's some shit.
SRT can handle tricky cell extractions like this because they're ready to come down hard if they need to.
But extracting inmate gets violent, and so be it. You should have known he was told that wouldn't have happened.
Put your hands on your back.
We sent inmates to the hospital, broken, fractured skull, broken arms, broken ribs, torn ears, broken eye socket. It happens. The inmate gets treated the way he acts, and I tell inmates that all the time. If you act like a jerk, you're going to get treated like a jerk.
Avila is not only a search sergeant, he's also the supervisor of the second floor, where Mafia and Orajon members are housed.
So we got a time starter, we got all the maintenance, got all the CID. This whole floor is like a little city. I have almost 1,000 people on just this floor that I supervise. That's what I'm in charge of. I'm like the mayor.
Close your doors behind you.
This floor has 12 units in it. 8 of them are locked down, which means inmates housed there only for 1 hour a day.
I don't know why you started repeating
So
yourself.
this is the new Portal Go. It moves with you. Let's get this birthday started. Oh, and the camera moves with you too. Face the portal. Share something real.
I woke up to the morning sky first. Baby blue, just like
Noise canceling
Genesee County
earbuds.
Courthouse in Flint, Michigan. 4 teenagers have pled guilty to manslaughter
Oh shit.
for the death of 32-year-old Kenneth White. A 5th defendant, 19-year-old Kyle Anger, has already pled guilty as an adult to second-degree murder. The teens threw a 6-pound rock off a highway overpass, puncturing the windshield of a passing car, striking White in the head. The driver, Stephen Anther, seeing his friend injured, immediately called 911 for help. White, a father of 4, aged to be married, died shortly afterwards at the hospital.
Damn.
The 4 defendants all agreed to plead guilty to manslaughter with one stipulation: that they be tried as juveniles, not adults.
Holy
Judge
shit.
Joseph Farah is tasked with accepting or rejecting that stipulation. As Judge Farah weighs his decision, several factors work against the teens, including the fact that for these boys, dropping objects from overpasses was apparently a regular pastime.
There wasn't one event, nor was it done at a single location. The rocks and other items were gathered from other locations, loaded in a truck, and then driven to overpasses to throw them over. Also thrown at other towns and other locations. Tire irons, a muffler, a shopping cart, a couch. What was the purpose in this game called overcasting. And when they stop, Nixon gets killed.
Additionally, the teens made light of the horrific crime with dozens of heartless Snapchat messages.
51 times the letters LOL, LMAO, or haha appear in the messages, and many after it was learned that they had killed someone. Lay low for a while and everything will be fine. Only way you get in trouble is if a, and I won't say the word spelled rats, so you better hope he didn't give in already, or else we're going to a slammer.
As Kenneth White's grieving mother watches from the gallery, Judge Farrell announces his decision.
The proposal for juvenile sentencing is rejected.
Once that decision is issued, 4 defendants withdraw their guilty plea, choose to go to trial. While awaiting trial, 3 of the teens remain in custody without bond, while 4th, Alexander Miller, is out on $25,000 bond. As for the 5th defendant, Kyle Anger, who's already pled guilty to second-degree murder, he begins serving his sentence of 39 months to 20 years in Michigan State Prison.
They all went together. All of them, equal fall.
Next, we head to the S. James Foxman Justice Center in Daytona Beach, Florida.
All right, let's come on up.
The woman being sworn in is 18-year-old Keandria Cook. Cook's in court today to receive a sentence for using a dating app to set up a robbery that ended with another teen being shot. The teen survived. Cook has accepted a plea deal that will drop a conspiracy charge, which carried a maximum penalty of life in prison. But counts of carjacking, attempted carjacking with a deadly weapon, felony battery are still in play.
All right, come on up, Ms. Cook. You get to say the final words.
Yeah. Y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm fucking hella high. Can't even think. I'm stuck staring at this TV while I smoke. But I will talk to y'all later. So y'all keep blazing, keep smiling, keep doing what y'all do. A ratos.